Hello everyone. So we have already done few examples of functions. We have seen how to make a function of a Darcy's law for a Tarak Ahmed example, and I've also given you the assignment number 10, which I hope you have honestly done by yourself. So in this video, we'll be doing a problem with two ways. The first one using a simple function by creating a function using one function only, and the second way the same problem can be done by using two functions, that is we are using a function inside a function. So without any delay, let's get started with the video. So I have a problem statement here, like I have three permeability values in millidarcies. What I want to do is I want to just print down the highest permeability there. Whatever is the highest I want to print. So what I can do is I can ask user to give me input of three permeabilities values. I'll do that by input, and I'll ask enter the three permeabilities values, right? And because there are three, I'll make it them split by using comma. Okay, now I'll have to convert these to k1 to integer values, because this will be input function will be taking it as an strings. So to convert them, what I'll do is I'll simply write them k1 is now integer of k1. Now this is the new k1 and this is the old k1 here. So old k1 will be get converted into integer value of k1. When k2 becomes integer value of old k2, and the k3 becomes the integer value of k3. So what I meant was that this k1 was a string value which is given here only. Now we are converted into a new k1 by implying an integer function. Similarly for k2 and k3. Right, now we have converted into k1, k2, k3 into an integer. Now I'll have to compare them, right? I'll have to give them a logical operations, like if k1 is greater than k2 or k1 is greater than k3. So what I can do is define a function name. I can write is highest permeability, highest perm. And what it will take is it will take three inputs a, b and c, right? Now there are three conditions. There will be three conditions to check which one is greater, all of them. So what I can do is if a is greater than b and a is greater than c, it means a is the highest, right? So return me the value of a. Elif, second condition, that if b is greater than c, b is greater than a and p is greater than c, b is greater than c, then obviously b is the highest, then definitely return me the value of b. Now if both the scenarios are false, then obviously the c becomes the largest, so else return c. Great. Now this I have only defined the function here. I'll have to call the function as well. So I'll call the function highest perm, and these values of a, b, c are nothing but k1, k2, k3, right? k1, k2, k3. Now if I execute this cell, so enter the three permeabilities values. Now I have given the split by comma. So let's say I enter 25, 29, and 18. I have entered these three values. I'll press enter now. So see, it is giving me the highest permeability value of 29. Now let's do it once again. This time I tried 10, this time now 52 and 67. So it is giving me 67 value. I hope you have understood the code. If not, just pause the video, take a good look what I have done. I have just created 2-3 conditions, nothing else. It is a very simple code to write. Great. Now this is we have done using a single function. How to do the same problem using two functions, means a function inside a function. Although that is a more complex method, this is far easy method, but just to make you understand that we can use multiple functions at once inside function, that is why I'm just taking you to there. Now let's say we have the same. I'll just copy this same thing. Okay, now First, what I am doing is, first I'll compare two values. Out of two values, that function, I'll create a function that will compare only two values of permeabilities. So that function will return me the highest permeability among those two, and then that highest permeability out of those two will be compared to the third permeability using second function. I'll tell you how. So let's say I define a function. This time, instead of highest, I just write higher permeability. It takes two values, a comma b, right? And it will return me the highest. How it will be return me the highest? So if a is greater than b, then just please return me the value of a, else return me the value of b. Great. So this is how two permeabilities have been compared. Let's say a and b are two permeabilities. It will give me highest of these two permeabilities. Now let's create another function. Let's say that function's name is maximum permeability, max perm. Okay, this takes again, this will taking three parameters. Those will be, let's say, x, y and z. What it is doing is, it will it will return me higher permeability among, here again I write higher perm of x, y, and here I write z. It is not highest, it is higher. Now this, what it means is, let us understand it very carefully. What it means is that this higher permeability is comparing two permeabilities, right? A and B, any two permeabilities A and B. What this maximum permeability is doing, it is returning me, it is using the same function of higher permeability, and it is giving me the comparison of the maximum out of these two, that is xy and a z. So this will give me definitely a maximum of x and y, because this is how I have defined this function higher permeability. And whatever the output where will be, it will again become, let's say, y, then y and z will be being compared according to this function higher permeability. It is a bit confusing, but please take your time. I am definitely sure you'll understand. Just pause the video and just try to understand what I have written here. Now if I run this code, let's say if I go for maximum permeability and I input k1, k2, because these are the values which I am giving, right? So these are the values of x, y and z in originally. So if I run this code, what is happening is, it is asking me three values. So I say 15, 18 and say 21. See, I'm getting the right results. Let's do it again. 15, 78 and 96. See, I'm getting the 96. So this step is a bit tricky. Every other thing is very easy at all. Or you can do one thing as well. What you can do is, for a better understanding, you can just rewrite it as, you can just make a variable. You can just cut this one. What you do is, you cut this one. Let's say this value, you cut this one, and you create a variable here inside the function only. You create a variable by any variable. Let's say abc is a variable, and you store this in your variable abc, and so that you can write abc now. So this is a pretty much same thing as of previous, but I hope this will make you understand better what I am doing here. So in abc, the highest of the permeabilities between x and y will be stored, and that highest permeability is now equal to abc. So I have used abc. So this abc and z will be being compared now with this with the help of this function higher permeability, which I have created here upwards. If I run it again, I'll get the same results. 15, sorry, I had to enter three values, my mistake. 15, 78, 86 should be the result. So see, this is how we can use multiple functions, a function inside a function. So this is it for today's video. In the next videos, we'll see what default parameters are. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.